How's it going, everybody? I'm Jake Adams, and I'm in Orlando, Florida right now for the Global Pet Expo. This is a trade show for all things related to pets, and there's a sizable area of the show floor that is dedicated to aquatics. So there's a whole bunch of pumps, protein skimmers, additive, lights, and especially aquariums that are going to be showing here for the first time. And I'm really excited to go down there and see what we can find. So I'm expecting a whole lot of new gear, things that we've never seen before, things that we have seen before that we're waiting to come out and find out more details about. So let's go downstairs, check it out, and see what we can come up with. All right, so one of the first things here at the show that caught my attention with this interesting, small, cute LED light here from Cobalt Aquatics called the Sea Ray. And we got Les here to tell us a little bit about it. You have two models of the Sea Ray. What size is this one?
This one is our 30 watt.
Okay.
It's good for about up to an 18 by 18 inch tank.
And it's got some basic touch controls?
Basic touch control at the gooseneck. It's white and blue and main power on and off. It's a 5-step dimmer, so off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Same with blue. Just a simple plug-in control.
Very
cool. Hook it up to a timer or Apex and it'll come back onto the setting that you have. No problem.
Cool. And what do you call this one?
It's our Sea Ray 30.
Sea Ray 30, and you have another Sea Ray.
Yep.
So what's
this is our flagship.
This is substantially different from the other one.
Yes, yeah. So this is a fully integrated Wi-Fi controllable dense matrix style LED fixture.
Yeah, this is really different from anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. It's dual fan, about $849 map, and it'll be available early summer.
Early summer, so probably early fall.
No, it's ready now. It's we're just finalizing some fine touches on the app. We're ready to go.
I love what you did with the moonlights, and I can't wait to try it out.
Great.
All right. So I'm here at the Central Pet booth, and I see some really cool new sort of all-in-one aquariums. These are from Aqueon. They look like the Ascent frameless aquarium kits. And what's super cool is this angled top glass here that seems to have a light hidden underneath it. I'm assuming there's an LED light. We still have enough access for the filter. This is super cool. How many sizes do we have here? Looks like there's at least 4 different sizes, maybe 6. I'm a fan for funky tanks, but man, these things are super duper cool with that angled top right there. I'm definitely gonna have to find out a little bit more about them. Looks like they have a special filter involved in them. Let me see if I can lift up a lid without getting in trouble. Assuming it's hinged at the back. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Just simple, purely enough light, for this aquarium to happen. These are probably targeted at the freshwater market, but it really wouldn't take much to make these some really nice reef tanks. Very cool, the Ascent frameless aquarium kits. So I'm still here at the Central Pet booth, and I found something really, really special. It is a power filter branded under Coralife that has a built-in protein skimmer. And it's been a really long time since we've seen this. Damner came out with the Skilter. That was probably one of my first protein skimmers. And looks like Coralife is bringing the trend back with a single model of a power filter. It's going to have all the same cartridges you expect, but this model also has a built-in protein skimmer. So I'm assuming this is a needle oil protein skimmer built into the power filter. We'll have to take one for a spin to find out how good it is, but it appears to be rated for about a 30-gallon tank. But really exciting to see this fusion of power filter and protein skimmer making a comeback, and they should be pretty affordable too. So here's a really cool tank that I haven't seen since Interzoo in Germany. The Fluval Flex tanks, as you can see, they've got this convex front glass that gives a little bit of magnification. And this is a 7-gallon tank up top. Is it a 7-gallon?
9.
So we have a 9-gallon on top. It's kind of a desktop model, big enough to just kind of sit on a desk. And down below, there's a 15-gallon version of the Fluval Flex Aquarium. Once again, it's got the nice, gentle bow. Comes in a black trim, white trim, with an optional stand here that continues the curve. And it's just really cool because it gives just a slight magnification to everything inside the aquarium, so no magnifying glass needed. So yeah, these are really cool little aquariums, and just adds to the diversity of sizes that people can choose from. So speaking of cool creative aquariums, this is one of Lifeguard's first ever aquarium offerings. It's called the Full View, and as you can see, it has an angled front that gives you a little bit more of a dramatic display to the inside of the aquarium. And Lifeguard is offering these in 2 sizes, with and without built-in filter. And the one that doesn't have the built-in filter has an option of coming with a submersible filter, as well as some cute little LED lights. So there's 2 models. Looks like there's a 5-gallon and a 9-gallon, and you can use these for all kinds of things, and they should be pretty affordable. But again, I'm really excited and encouraged to see some cool nano aquariums coming out in some different shapes and some different sizes. Alright, so I've made my way over to the Eshopps booth, and this year this veteran marine aquarium company has a lot more new products than they have in recent years. Over here we have the Aqueon series. They are purple trimmed, all included, Seachem based water pump and kind of a pipeless protein skimmer design, and really easy to disassemble, very affordable, very quiet. But the main event really is the S-Series protein skimmers here that have the classic blue trim from Eshopps. This is the 4th generation. This is the largest, the S300. And one of the things that typifies this protein skimmer is a really unique, unusual diffuser plate here, as you can see. So this is the S120?
S120, this is part of our Premier line series of elite skimmers that we have. And this skimmer has new technology in it that we call EID technology, Eshopps Intelligent Design. We're going to go ahead and start off with the very basics. Every Venturi...
I love that clear volume so you can really see the air intake.
Every Venturi body is a solid color right now in the market, except for ours. So what this is going to give you, it's going to give you an immediate material condition of the Venturi body to see if any detritus, any salt creep, any calcium buildup.
I clean my aspirator valves religiously. I clean everything religiously because I can't see it. So
exactly
I'm always
right.
up in there with the bristle brush
exactly
and
right.
keeping it clean.
And a lot of people have problems with the aspirators because of buildup, and they think, well, hey, something's going on with my pump and it's not skimming right.
Valve,
and
man.
if you could take an immediate look at what's going on with it, you would know, and you would save yourself so much time and trouble.
Can you show me how it disassembles?
Absolutely. So we would go ahead and, assuming we have, let's say, a maintenance issue and something's not going on right, and it's not skimming the way we want.
The pipeless gate valve right here.
For very, very ultra fine tuning. I mean, you're gonna tune in for lower or higher water height within the reaction chamber, and it's very, very fine tuning. So we would, let's say we're trying to do some quick maintenance. We would go ahead and remove the clear Venturi, and as I'm talking, you're gonna see how easy this just comes right off. The entire chamber comes off automatically, very, very easily. Every skimmer right now in the market has very uncomfortable thumb screws that you're going to have to get down 3 or 4, maybe 6 thumb screws.
You know what's funny is, like, I'm happy to see thumb screws because that means I can get into it without screws, but it takes innovation to show us what's possible for, you know, plug and play servicing, basically.
100%. And also, our Eddy bubble plate here, it actually comes off very easily. It twists as well. It twists off
cool.
very, very easily.
Let me get a look at that there.
Sure.
Very cool. So yeah, it's some really neat. When I first saw this, I could tell that it was spinning the water to some degree. But what's interesting is you have a kind of an upside down diffuser plate design that I covered from the big mock-up over there. So
correct. So
thanks a lot for showing me that.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jake. Thanks so much.
So this is the booth of a very little known company called Aqualighter, and they make some of my favorite small aquarium nano accessories. Really interesting stuff. Here you can see this is probably one of the smallest nano LED light that you can buy. Instead of being metal, it's got the soft touch plastic. It has just enough LEDs inside. And this is just a tiny little light lighting up this entire cube tank. Here's another one you can see that this tiny light is doing the whole aquarium. And they step up in size a little bit for some medium-sized aquariums. And there's also some reef versions of these lights. And speaking of nano accessories, this is the A pump, and these are really different from typical aquarium air pumps because they're piezoelectric, so really, really quiet. They don't pump a ton of air, at least not too much pressure. And here's the A pump Maxi with dual outlets, so if you have a small air pump need, the Aqualighter A pump will do that for you. And here's one of the Aqualighter Marinescape LED strip lights. It's got a couple channels of controls, got the blue LEDs inside. I don't think this is at full brightness. You can see those blue LEDs are kind of dim, but the Aqualighter lights are just really cool, really original, and yeah, it's always a pleasure to see these guys. So here I am at the Seachem booth, and this veteran aquarium company has some really cool surprises in store for us. What's particularly exciting is the new Vibrant Sea Marine Aquarium Salt from Seachem. This is actually going to live alongside the Salinity brand of sea salts, and it will replace the marine salt and the reef salt that they've made for years. Basically, Seachem is bringing the production of this salt mix into their facility and just going for a modern formula for sea salt. And this one has an enhanced potassium formula, of course nitrate and phosphate free, but it's really cool to see that potassium in there to make sure all the biological activity is operating at peak level. By far the biggest news to come out of Seachem in quite a while is the new Tidal aquarium power filters. These are some of the most modern looking aquarium filters I've seen in a really, really long time. They're self-priming, they got a little attachment for the heater, and the guts and all are actually made by Seachem. These come in 3 sizes. I'm still really, really anxious to try one out, but you know that it's getting serious when a company already has the accessories and everything that they need to support a new product or a new brand. So we have all these filter accessories. We've got the foam, zeolites, carbon, and these replacement pumps. Although with the Seachem's 5-year warranty, I don't think that's going to be a problem. And something that I hadn't seen before, which is really, really curious, is these impellers actually have variable. They have impeller blades of variable length. So I'm actually going to go to the Seachem booth and ask them what that's about. But very cool to see that Seachem is getting things together for the Tidal Power Filter. And I can't wait to try one out. So here I am at the Camora booth at Global Pet Expo, and I'm looking at a really curious all-in-one device. And you got my buddy Ricardo here to show me what it's about. Say hi, Ricardo.
Hey guys,
what's up?
how you do?
All right, so what is it that we're looking at here?
Well, what you're looking over here is a full controller for an aquarium. All the plugs are already assigned in any way that you want it for your pumps, DC pumps, lights that need to be dimmed, calcium reactors, nitrites remover, anything that you want it. Every single module is inside the box, so you don't have to be sparing them anywhere around your house or under your tank. Over here you can connect a TV or a specific monitor if you want to work right out of this same controller. All the probes come included with the controller. That means the salinity, the temperature, the ORF, anything that you need it for.
So what is this machine called?
It's called the K controller. The K-box.
The K-box. What I really love about this, it kind of looks like a PC, like a PC computer.
Correct.
It's got everything built in, and I'm assuming there's a lot of options with this,
A lot of options.
A lot of options. So this is an optional. This is a continuous dosing pump. Not too many people know about continuous dosing pumps, but instead of dosing periodically, it's always dosing a tiny bit amount. But Camora really got its start with these fully integrated dosing pumps, right?
Correct. This is completely Wi-Fi and can also be manual. So everything can be accessed manually or Wi-Fi. For example, if you notice that your alkalinity is going down, you just go to your phone app and you just add 5 mils of anything and you just keep monitoring.
What I really like about Camora is they're not just some company coming out of the woodwork, right? They've been making dosing pumps for medical and industrial applications for a long time.
Correct.
So these are not just another Chinese doser. This is something completely different.
Correct. And in talking about across in industries, you also can get connected, your controller can get connected to water mist. If you want to use mister for plants, from aquaponics, for hydroponics, everything can be connected to the same controller.
Camora is really ambitious. I'm going to show one more device because I have too much to show. But this is a dosing box that has a float switch built in. And that float switch goes right into the back of the dosers themselves right here. So basically you have an integrated water level sensors for your dosing devices.
And the same thing, it will send you a message through it and letting you know that you need more fluids added or take it or not. So
Very
you
cool.
already will know from the get-go.
Yeah, Camora's been doing some really creative things in the aquarium hobby, and man, they have nowhere to go but up, and I can't wait to see more of their stuff out on the scene.
In my experience working with them before, the failure rate is less than 1%.
That's what happens when you come from the medical supply side, right?
Exactly.
There we go. Okay, so now I'm at the Akamai booth by Hydor, and I know I've been showing you guys this pump and the light for quite a long time, but I got some good news from my man Brian, who is going to let us know what's up, so go ahead.
We are super stoked to tell you that Wednesday next week we are going to have inventory in our Sacramento warehouse. So you can go to the Play Store or the Apple Store to download the free app, and then look for your KPS available for online.
Very cool. And the light, it's such a beautiful light, and I just can't wait to put it through its paces and see how corals look under it. Tell me about it.
Happy to say the light went into pre-production. So we're looking at about 2 months down the road, we'll have the LRM in your hands as well. Suggested retail $450.
So $450, does that come with the mounting kit? God, those arms are so sleek.
Now the really adjustable mounting kit is available as an accessory.
Okay.
It's aluminum bracketry on the mount and stainless steel arms.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm here at the Deepwater Aquatics distribution booth, and they're showing off a whole ton of really exciting, fun brands all throughout the booth. We've got some Aquaforce over here, Pacific Sun, the new water box aquariums, but this is the sign that really caught my attention. Marin Lab Professional Water Test. And I got my friend Dean here to tell me a little bit about it. So what is this? The new testing service?
Yeah, new ICP testing service based out of Europe.
Okay, so you still have to send the tests off.
Yeah, but I think we're having them sent here to Florida, to Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
We'll be FedExing.
What'll be the turnaround time for sending your test?
Every week we will be FedExing the test over to Europe.
So probably about 10 days from
About 10
someone
days.
sending off their samples.
Correct.
Now, what I really love about this right here is everybody wants to test their salt. They want to know what's in their salt and what they've mixed up. The thing is, if you don't know what's in your RO water,
Exactly.
your foundation, then how can you know what you're actually adding to your salt mix? So I really love this additional test for the RO water. When do you think this is going to start becoming available, and how much is it going to be?
Yeah, in a few weeks it'll be ready. It's already inbound here to the U.S. It'll be available in retail stores. We're expecting maybe 2-3 weeks. It'll be ready to hit the.
And how much for a test?
Retail is about $29
$29 for the standard or the RO?
for the double.
The double. Very, very cool. Thanks a lot, Dean. So speaking of test kits and ICP, Dean just asked me if I wanted to see some new Aquaforce test kits, and I was like, nah, not really. But then he shows me that these are ICP verified. So what does that mean, Dean? Tell me about what this sheet right here means.
Sure. So what you guys are looking at, the reference solution that comes inside every test kit has been tested by the ICP machine and had a result of 1310. This test kit is now going to give you an accuracy between 1290 and 1320.
Super duper cool.
show you how close it is
so
to the
just
ICP.
to reiterate, basically, it's not unusual for test kits to come with a reference solution, particularly for alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium. So you can double check your results. But instead of simply making a batch solution, Aquaforce is basically ICP testing the reference solution, which
Correct.
basically gives an ICP backbone to these more conventional test kits.
Absolutely, yes.
Very cool, man. And so there's for calcium, magnesium, and alkalinity. Any others?
More to follow. These are the first 3 to be released.
Very cool. Thanks a lot, team.
Thanks.
All right, so this is probably not the last thing I'll cover here at the Deepwater Aquatics distribution booth, but I got reacquainted with an old friend, these Cove protein skimmers that are built like brick, you-know-what houses, and they have some aquabee pumps at the heart of them. So Dean, tell me what's going on, man. You guys bring these stateside?
Yep, we are now the exclusive distributor for the North America for Cove. So we are planning on putting this into quality retail stores ASAP.
Okay, speak up a little bit and tell me a little bit more about the aquabee pumps. Are they all DC?
No, AC pumps on the small ones. DC pumps on the larger models.
Okay, and which ones of these might be controllable? Oh, I love that design right there with the clear impeller.
Yeah, this is
Clear
the
impeller
Space
housing.
Saver model, a little bit slimmer than the next model up.
Very cool. So these are not controllable, but what about your big boy?
Oh, the big boy over here.
Yeah, let's go back around here. This is the
This
big
is
cove.
the brand new i320.
Excuse me, guys. Can I get in here? The i320. We got dual aquabees.
Yeah, DC controllable.
Controllable. Wow, man, no one makes a diffuser with that many small, tiny diffuser holes. Look at that, just a classic wine glass design, and the thickness of that acrylic is just on another level. Very cool. So what? How
These
much
are
is
all
a
water
beast like?
tested too. These are all water tested before it gets boxed. So they fill it with water, run it, they clean it, repolish it, and then it gets boxed up. So when it gets to you, it's already been tested.
So what is this rated for, and how much?
This is the big boy. This is rated for over 500 gallons. Retail price on this is about $2,000.
2,000. Yeah, I think this thing would probably push 700 gallons myself. It's conservatively rated, but that's a fair price for this build, this quality. Thanks again, Dean.
You bet.
What's up, you guys? I hope you enjoyed this selection of some of the newest products that I saw here at Global Pet Expo. There's a lot of really cool stuff on the horizon. This is just the end of day one. I got one more day here tomorrow to see what else I can find as far as new aquarium gear. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video. Tune in tomorrow for the second edition of Global Pet Expo, and we'll catch you on the next one.